Good morning. I'm like, is the game gonna start or not? Ah, there we go. What do we got going on here? This has got to be Farmer Joe's tractor. Looks like he's doing some seeding. Oh, Farmer Joe has joined server. You said VRF is joining too? Oh, hi VRF. You're here. Cool. It's actually a nice tractor that you got. Gotta quickly mute myself while I cough. When I click the mute button, is there static on your end? I was fine. My throat was fine. I started the stream and bleh. I ate a peanut butter ball and that was it. Apparently I'm allergic to them. There's no static when I hit the mute button. Perfect. That's good. That's good. Yeah, Farmer Joe and I started playing on a new map. It's not on Mod Hub. It's called Michigan Farming. It's a very flat map. It's just enjoyable map to start with, so get out of the way before she runs me over. Seeding canola. I believe I was plowing. My tractors are here, so I believe I was doing a contract. There we go. That is not my tractor. I'm contracting on field 7. Ah, cool. You're testing traffic on our Gnantal map. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hey Fritz, how's it going? You now have 75 phones collected. 2 iPads, 1 iMac from 1999. What are you gonna do with all these phones? Turn my game volume up so I can actually hear the tractor. That shouldn't affect the volume for you guys at all. Just for me. Is there a market for old phones? Yeah, flip phones are coming back. People want less smart devices, just a phone, not a computer. But to restore them, it's got to be expensive to restore them too. Unless you get enough of them that you have the parts, you can use some of them as spare parts. did something silly yesterday after our stream. I went to the gamepad. I wanted to get rid of one of the buttons. I keep accidentally hitting unload side, so it would tip from its side or from the back. It would keep changing from my gamepad, so I tried to find where that button was and turn it off. So I went to the place, hit delete, and it deleted all of the gamepad options. Every single one of them. So I'm like, well, the game has a pretty good default. I'll start with the default and start editing it again. Apparently if you delete it, there's a bug that you cannot load default anymore. So I couldn't do anything. I had no controller. The only thing I could do was manually map every single button. And not all the buttons are the same. As some of them are not, I can't program all the buttons. I can't use select. I can't use them all. I just clean the phones up, charge them, make them useful again. Okay, that binging is annoying. I wonder how I could turn that off. It's Steam. I guess I could go to the... Here, let me just do this for a second. Whoa. I wasn't gone. Let's look at these. Let's look at these pictures while we're here. Here's the first look at Ganantal. Very, very, very alpha. I got cars driving on the wrong side of the highway. Other than that, it's cool. But you got cars on the wrong side of the highway. Here, let's try sound settings. No, that's not the right button. Nope, nope, nope. Volume mixer. And turn that down. Turn that down. And then I shouldn't get the bings. And then... You opened the map and saw the cars are on the wrong side of the road. Yeah. Whoever makes maps, it's not an easy art. It's a complicated thing to make maps. And then people have all these curved roads, and I don't know where you get all these curved roads, how they make the roads the way they do. And changing elevation on all these roads. Ugh. It's a lot of work. The train and the trees and the cars and everything. Not easy making maps. And people are complaining about the Michigan farming map we were playing on. It's got a couple of little bugs, but you know what? It's hard to get the game to a map to a perfect situation. Fritz says he's a happy Dutch person. I like happy people. I'm a happy people. I'm a happy people. Funny. Funny I am. Okay. There's got to be something lost in translation there. Okay, you saw you had an extra slot on your PC, so you ordered a new ventilator. Like a fan? For cooling? I hope they fix the physics on this plow in a near future update. Ah yes, cool. You can never have too many fans. I have my case open right now. I should close it up again. The fans do better when the case is closed. I'm a fan of a fan. One of my fans is starting to get a little squeaky in the back, but I think that's the third computer that fan's been in. I always remove old fans, and then my new computers, if they fit in there, I put as many fans in there as I can. What else did we do yesterday? Oh yeah, we bought our vacation tickets. Yep, planning our vacation. Headed down to Belize. Don't really have a lot of money to spend there this year, so I don't know if we'll do anything fun like we have in the past, like cave kayaking or anything like that, but I think I'll bring my camera anyway and shoot a couple of videos anyway, even if it's just driving down a Belizean road. Find the parrots. We'll be gone for 2 weeks. So VRF, that's no worse than I am now sometimes. I'm gone for 2 weeks all the time. Especially recently, I've been away too much. It should be last 2 weeks of February or in there somewhere. Middle of February. 2 weeks in February anyway. Well, Fritz, that'll all depend on if we go to the same place. I I see no reason for me to come to Europe, but you never know. Never know. But maybe there'll be a reason for you to come to North America. I don't know where the straw cell point is. Where are you? Barn. Way down there is a sell point for straw. Weird. Weird. Whoa, whoa, what am I hitting here? Wrong buttons. You've already promised us that you're coming over in the summer. Uh. Yeah, Fritz, FS19 is pretty cool, but it is an expensive game, so I understand people can't all buy this game. It's all about priorities for us. This is one of the few games that I will keep buying, and as they come up with new ones, as long as they start fixing some of these bugs. If all of a different farming game is better than FS, then I might switch over. I'm not name brand loyal. Like, there's a game called Real Farming or something like that. Real Farming, Real Farm. I need to get a bigger plow. I like this size of plow. Hopefully other plows aren't bugged up like this one is. I'm looking forward to a couple of maps coming out. Welker Farms. Walker Farms? Walker? I can't remember which one it is. But it comes out. I'm interested in that map. That'll be a big open, wide, flat map. Gonna need the big buds for that map. Okay, Fritz, thanks for joining us. Have a good Sunday night. I didn't say Gnantal because it'll be a while before that one. I mean soon to come out maps. Gnantal is obviously one of the big ones I'm looking forward to. But I don't see that one coming out for a while. How long did you take you to finish Gnantal for Farming Sim 17? Well, you got it at least to beta mode in 17. But that took several months. It's not easy to make maps. And some of these map makers, they're building it with a team of map makers. Even a simple map like the Michigan farming map has got 2 people designing it. If If you put herbicide down if there are no weeds. I think the weeds would still grow. You might reset where the weeds start growing. I'm not sure. You might prevent them from popping up longer. I'm not sure. That's it. You have to stay home all week and test out different farming simulator ideas. Well, there's nothing wrong with what FS19, the map. That was definitely not a failure, because you learned a lot about map. You went from knowing nothing about map making to actually making a map. And that map was at least in beta mode by the time the 19 came out. By the time you've got this map done, you'll have learned how to do diagonal roads. Or maybe that'll be for Farming Simulator 21. Crazy plow. Crazy. No, no, no. I'm not a modeler. Yeah. These people actually make their own parts to the games, make their own. Yeah, it's a lot of work. You just take the jigsaw puzzle and put the jigsaw together. I like doing jigsaw puzzles. Did 2 of them on Christmas Day. That was fun. I'm thinking of getting rid of the community farm in this game. Not enough people join. The Gross Bossman joins every now and then, but I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I really like the idea of having less farms. Here, I'm just going to take a quick look at permissions. If we only ran one farm, permissions. So if I click on Farmer Joe, oh yeah, so you could go. I know. I'm just looking. If I'm granted you contractor, I could give you rights to reset vehicles, hire. Nah, I don't want hire assistance. Manage contracts, so you could go do your own contract. Trade animals, what would that do? Sell animals? Trade fields, landscaping, oh yeah. So you could have it so that they could just only reset vehicles and only manage contracts. So people that would join, you could have just basically they'd be helping you, but they couldn't. Resetting vehicles and stuff wouldn't be. Yeah, but if you roll them upside down, yeah, you lose all the fuel, you lose all that. But manage contracts, and that way I control the finances of my farm still by keeping that. You could do it with one farm. Or like we said, Team Jess and Team me. What was your clever name? It's gonna have a clever name. You're currently downloading Maya modeling software. Yeah, you're doing that just so you can have the electric pole cables. Cool. Um, but small little things. You'll familiarize yourself a little bit with the modeling, and then in a couple of years from now, you'll be modeling like crazy. You'll be designing your own houses and your own. You'll be making your own tractors eventually. Tractors is probably the most complicated part to make in this game. Houses are pretty square walls and stuff. Tractors and equipment, that would take a lot of fine detail. Yeah, housing, road signs, power poles are probably the easier things to mod. Hydroline, the actual power cables might be a little trickier, but the poles should be easy. What do you wish? That you could resell pallets? I wish there was buy point silos we could set up and buy seeds and fertilizer from. I have mods for that installed, but I wish they were on Mod Hub so that anybody could have those mods. Yeah, that Michigan farming map, I really recommend that one. Forestry doesn't work very well, and there's some little issues with it, but it's there's also a bunch of mods that comes with. It's flat, easy to place things. Cables are easy. Just make a line and just make it like just make it a bent line. Okay, yeah, that does seem fairly easy. Trees might be a little more difficult. And editing tractors wouldn't be too hard. You could just take current tractors and make small adjustments to them. But building a tractor from scratch, whew, that would be a lot of lines. I know FS19, there was people saying, what tractor you want, I'll make it for you. So I told them what I want and they go, oh, never mind. It's not, the tractor I want is not taking a current tractor and editing a current tractor. It is ground up, brand new tractor. Although I guess you could take a fast track and kind of, nah, it still wouldn't turn right, nope. Even giants can't get the physics right on this plow, so... So it seems to be behaving. Every now and then the plow behaves perfectly like this, going around. It did exactly what it was supposed to do around that one. Now next time it'll swing erratically. And now, right like here, the plow went way too wide. That rear section of the plow was way too wide. The tire is going sideways. That is not realistic. It's doing me a favor right now. It's plowing more than it should, but... the plow should not be plowing that wide of a swath. I've tried not to buy this plow until they fix those bugs. I'm going to try coming to this section at a different angle. See what the plow does. I like the reflections of the plow, like the bright, shiny. It's just fresh, raw metal. Although it shouldn't be like that on the back. The back side should be just brown, but the front sides look cool. Alright, enjoy your supper, dinner, your meal. See, for some reason, this hinge point is that like a 3-point hitch almost? Well, at least 2-point hitch. Could you take them apart in real life and only use the back part of the plow? I think in real life you could take them apart and just use the back part of the plow. Cool. Just put on the 2-point hitch. But that center pivot point is, I believe, where the problem is. But I'm not a modder, or a modeler, or anything. I'm just a gamer. See, I lift the plow, and it's following right now. Well, maybe. It's now almost pivoting too far the other direction. But it's closer than when I have the plow lowered. We should be what? Should be able to pause time. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, okay, what do I have to do before work? And that work is only like 3 hours away. Okay, gotta finish laundry. I've gotta finish my paperwork for work, which I did not finish yesterday. Get everything packed for the truck for the week. Go chopping. Oh boy. There's a lot to do in the next 3 hours. I gotta eat somewhere in there too. That's what I get for procrastinating. I am gonna finish this darn field though. See, the plow's almost behaving correctly here. Actually looks like it's behaving for once. The tire looks like it's almost straight. It's behaving. If the plow always did this, I'd be happy with this plow. This last little bit shouldn't take too long to finish. Those mirrors are pretty much useless, huh? I think eye tracking would be pretty cool in this game. That way I could look side to side and it would rotate the camera to the side that I'm looking. Get the Logitech SideTech panel, the steering wheel, the pedals, have eye tracking. That would be pretty immersive, and then always play in cab view. That way when you look to the side, you actually look to the side and to the back. Multiple monitors. 3 monitors have this view, and then the side monitors have looked at the side windows. Jess says she'll buy me a tractor chair if I do that. Very comfortable. Very comfortable. These tractor chairs are comfortable. Your 3 fields are planted. Small little fields. Are you contractor for me again? Because you shouldn't be. But are you? No, you're not. Finally, maybe? Finally the game actually remembered? No, you were... Oh, maybe I was always contractor for you. Sun is blinding off of those. Plow. Cheers? I don't know, I'm not a farmer. Never run a real plow in real world. Run cultivator many times in my life. Tiller. Cultivator and tiller is the most things I've run. Oh, looks like I missed a little bit there. Running in cab view. Screen's kind of hard to read with the bright sunshine. Bet I can't guess what you're hungry for? Chicken noodle soup. Beef. Burger. I figured if I was more vague like beef, I might get it. Well, I hope Oxygen David's map is going to be out next week. Really want to. I really want to start a new game, but I really want to wait till his map comes out. I want a little bit easier settings so that we can have a little more fun on multiplayer. But it's a good map to learn on. Made lots of mistakes on this map. Landscaping. And I think you're pretty much forced to make a big loan if you want to run decent equipment. So I think when I start a new game, I'll make a max loan, get at least 2 tractors, 1 combine, and then all the necessary equipment. It'll all be small scale, but I don't want the smallest of everything either. Like we did on this game. Pretty much started with the smallest of everything. Don't have much left to go. A little bit in the center here. I don't know why the engine is so much quieter inside the cab. The cab's just glass. It can't be that soundproofed. No, the fuel gauge is not accurate. It's not live on the top right corner there. Because, oh, maybe it is. We're almost full on fuel. Maybe it is accurate. Might be live. Engine speed and the tractor speed change. I wonder if the area, distance in work and distance and area work change. Distance is 2.144. Or is it 2,144? was my alarm. Which means I have to go for just a little bit. Let's see if we can find Farmer Joe. Alright, I will be back shortly. What's wrong with duck? Never eating duck again. Where's Farmer Joe? Did she keep you guys entertained? What were you doing wrong with the bale? It took it eventually. How many sheep can we count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It did change. So it's gone to 25. So 25 must be the maximum it chose. At least in this size of pasture. When it takes 30 minutes to get the meat off the bone, you're not up for it? Yeah, I agree. That's too much work for food. It's one of the reasons I don't like ribs. It's like, it's just too many bones. Just give me meat. Anyway, let's finish plowing that field. Oh, that's gotta be VRF. Okay. Yeah, you should be able to harvest the grass around your field, depending how big the property is that you bought for grass bales. It's a long synchronization. I'm trying to see what that little screen on the top does. What is that 10 point something that keeps... Oh, it's my speed. So my speed is shown on the LCD screen up top and on my computer screen here. Except the LCD is more accurate than the computer screen. Oh, it's got the RPM. That number on top would be my RPM. So I'm getting the info twice. On the computer screen and see, we're borrowing so much equipment from each other. I think one farm is a better idea. I like that idea. One farm. Just like FS19. And maybe what we'll start is we'll start on the map, and then if we want to switch maps, we'll sell everything and go, this is how much money we have, and convert that money to the next map, and then or even just say we're going to buy exactly the same equipment. We're going to move all the equipment from this farm to our new farm, and we could still stay on the same farm, keep it realistic. Would there be a way of merging equipment? Not really. You'd have to sell everything and then transfer it, right? Including land. You have to sell all the property and then transfer money. And honestly, I don't know if I've made that much money. It's all gone into debt. No, we would have to split the money again like we did. Split the money between farming and livestock. Yeah, 2 farms would keep the money separated between the livestock and pastures. Yeah, or yeah, could keep the pastures and the crop fields separated. Yeah, 2 farms might work out well that way. Have 2 dedicated farms, and then, or else, yeah, we would. Because I know me, I would put all the priority into crop fields and not enough priority into pastures. How are my fields doing? That's the wrong button. That's the right button. Hey, VRF, you need to weed your field. You got weeds all over. No, I didn't get the free game you shared. Looks like it's a platform hopper type of game. I'm not really interested in that one. Yeah, Farmer Joe noticed you need to weed your field. What are you looking for? You're looking for mowing equipment? Up in the weeds. VRF says by the silo. Oh yeah, I guess VRF is selling his silage, I don't know. Started to sell it? What do you mean which one's which? Oh, you don't know what side to pick up the mower from. Ah. Ah, you're spraying your... Yeah, it's good. I made the mistake of waiting to spray my field the one time, and it went to final crop and I couldn't. It's like, no. 95% done. You drove through a wood pile? Why is there a wood pile? Throw it on a trailer and sell it. BRF says he'll take care of it after herbicide on your field. Yeah, the 2.144 isn't changing, so it looks like there's only two numbers that are changing on the computer screen and on the LCD. In cab. And I think the fuel gauge is accurate. I think so. %. Maybe one more pass and it will be considered done. Why is your left hand hurt? Too much gaming? So you can actually see the plow in the mirror over there. It's not super useful. You can see it's plowing, but it's not super useful. In that bottom convex mirror, you should be able to see a lot more. And you have that little mirror up there on the top left corner there, which is completely useless. And the mirrors on this side, it's just a bunch of useless mirrors. Got a full trailer of silage. I think you have to sell it BGA. You can't store any grass there until you buy the BGA, but I think you're allowed to sell at the BGA. How do you unload a trailer at the BGA though? Can you just dump it? I don't know. I'm interested in this. Where's the BGA? That way up top? No. That's railroad. Where's the BGA? Sawmill. Lime. Biogas. Biogas? Seemed to be right? So yeah, I could have not mapped. I could have just walked here. So you can't store any grass and silage here. But I think it looks like there's a sell point here. You should be able to just dump it right here. I'm going to wait here for DRF to show up. I see him coming in there. On the map anyway, I see him coming. He should be right there. He is. I see him. Comes a John Deere. That's a big trailer too. Taking a scenic route in, I see. I can't walk up there. Whoop. Like stuck. So can you not sell it until you own the BGA? Whoa. There were two of you for a second. But if you dump it anywhere though, can you pick it up there because you don't own the field where you dump it? You can't unload on the... So you're going to have to front... I don't know about this. You can't even unload on the ground because it's not your property. Ay, ay, ay. So the only way to sell it would be to front loader it all the way over here, one thing at a time. No, if you want to buy the silage. How much does the BGA cost? Yeah. It's a big property. Huh. So yeah, I guess you could sell it at the barn, but it won't make as much money. Silage. What does silage logo look like? Right there. Oh, it says only barn right now. But BGA isn't even listed on here. Huh. So you don't know what price you're getting at the BGA until you buy the BGA, maybe? Would it show up on here then? Weird. By my field? By his field, so it's right, the barn's nearby to where you are, or VRF is, but, huh, that is different. Jess is like, I'm not catching you. If you're falling, you're falling. If you're falling, you're falling. You don't want to roll the trailer now because you lose all the content in the trailer if you have to reset it. $3K, that's not a lot of money. We'll see how much money you make from selling this to the barn. Well, it'll show up, pop up how much. I'll get a message that it should tell me how much money you make off of it. Looks like he's at the barn now. Got 10K for that. And it did not tell me. I expected it to tell me, but it didn't. 10K is not bad for a trailer like that. Like, especially since this is hard economics. Oh, I did make it to normal. Okay, so yeah. So if I had it still on hard economics, I made it into normal economics. So we're getting more money now. Yeah, FS19 biogas was the cash cow. It made so much money. They say in this game biogas is not salad. You can't rake in money by just doing silage. A little more realistic economics. One more pass, and this field is done. I'm sure the mission will be complete, or the contract will be complete before I do the last pass here, but I might do it anyway. It's not my machinery, I'm not doing myself any harm. I might have missed the... See, there goes the plow again. I might have missed the contract finished message because I'm sure it's finished. What's that? Hmm? Oh, whoa, off of... Should turn around so I can... Oh. We're done. We are done that contract. Collect. My tractor's gone. Farmer's taking it back. Field is done. Let's pay off some loan. 235 grand loan left, so we're less than half our max loan. Okay, let's take a look at our fields. How's our fields doing? Canola is in its final growth stage. Parts of it are in final growth stage, parts of the field are not. Because of my landscaping over here on this corner. Tempted to do a bigger loan to make more cheap. I bet you eventually a bigger loan does probably pay off if you max out the loan. You can make more money sooner. Oh, so the canola hasn't grown over here either on the end. There's a little patch where it's growing slower. I got some weeds on the field. It says 0 weeds, maybe just the dead weeds. This says there's live weeds here. I don't see the difference. They're dead weeds as well. I'm gonna fall asleep now. I'm tired. Okay. What kind of contract should we take? Fertilizing, baling. What field are we baling? Field 19. Where's field 19? Right there, field 19. That sounds like fun. No, field 9. Never mind, field 9. That's not terribly big either. I'll do that. Yeah, is that playing from too much tennis playing that your arm hurts? Yeah, I accepted a contract, so oop, tried not hitting the weight. The weight's been there for a while? Oh, it might be part of Ross Bossman's contract then. Get out of the way, weight. Oh, that must be Ross Bossman's little bobcat thing there too. There we go. That's the setup I wanted. Okay, let's go to field 9. Field 9. Just kind of stay on this road till I'm past my farming equipment and then turn north. Got it. Believe this is where I wanted to turn. Yeah, okay. I haven't done this yet in this game, so let's unfold that mower, unfold that one, unfold the rear. There we go. I'm going to Why is that not unfolding? The windrower. Looks like we folded up the front one again. Okay. It's lower. There we go. Turn on the mower. Turn on that mower. Hey, the PTO actually spins. Nice. Well, it doesn't spin because the logo isn't moving, but it vibrates, looking like it spins from further off. Yeah. Oh, okay, never mind. It's the plastic cover on top that's not spinning. Inside it's spinning, so that's okay. I know from our tractor the plastic cover spun as well most of the time. But yeah, that's cool. When you have money someday. Let's go for it. Why are we not cutting anything yet? There we go. Apparently we didn't have rights to that part of the field. It's interesting that it's moving all the windrowing all the cut grass to the center there. I don't know how that's going to affect when we do our second around with the cutter, but we'll find out. Climbing the hill. Feel less power. When am I going to change my FS19 thumbnails? As in like the YouTube videos? I don't know. I don't know if I will. I feel like being lazy. No, I don't want to unfold it. Or I don't want to fold it up. Just, there we go. Okay. And then I want to select work mode. How do I change work mode? Toggle work mode. Okay. Button 6 and 11. Why can't I start? Oh. Maybe because I got that folded up. There we go. I don't know what I'm doing apparently. Lower. It's a lot of work if I don't know what buttons I'm supposed to be hitting. We made 1.2k from the wood pile. It's not a lot of wood for that much money. Hey Ross Bossman. Just went snowmobiling. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, Farmer Joe just left. I think I'll do another round or two before calling it a day here. See. It's hard to see what tool I have selected. You blew up a skeg on the 9000? What's a skeg? I'm not going to switch them back and forth. I find it hard to see what tool I have selected in this game. I've never owned a snowmobile, so I don't know parts of a snowmobile. Yeah, I think I'll just keep doing that. It's a little square piece on the bottom, in the middle of the ski. Okay, so the front skis, basically the part that connects the ski to the snowmobile, to the shock system. It makes the ski mark in the snow. So is that part just there to keep, oh, someone's synchronizing, pretty much in there just to keep the skis from sliding side to side when you side hilling? It gives you some grip side to side? Or what is the mechanical function of that part? Yeah, that way if you're side hilling, you're not sliding down the side of the hill. You have a little bit of steering control. Cool. I found the new tires I put on the quad this summer are quite good for forward and reverse grip, but when the side hilling the quad, all of a sudden it's like, oh, I do not have traction for side. It wants to slide. There's Ross Bossman. Headed to field 10. Or away from field 10. You have a need for speed. Seed. You have a need for seed. I totally messed that up. A need for seed. I thought you said that yesterday already. You want field 8. Good luck with that. I mean, if we stay on the map long enough for us to get to that point where you can afford field 8, by all means it's yours. I cannot. I am almost out of time now, and I've got to head to work in an hour and a half now, so I've got to finish my paperwork for work, do some shopping so I have food for the week in the next hour and a half, so Sundays are usually work days in the evening. I should try catching, I don't know if you do Saturday streams. I should have to look at your current schedule. If you do Saturday night streams or something like that, try to catch those. Fiat is so slow. Hey Ross Bossman, have you tried that new map? Well, that's not a new map. It was an FS19 too. I never played it. It's called Michigan Farming. It is a very flat map. Makes it very nice for placing objects and stuff. Uh-oh. What mistake did you make? Okay. Where are you and what kind of help do you need? Let's see. You're at the farm? No, that's Ross Bossman that's at the farm. Where is VRF? I don't see you on the map at all. You're not showing up. Huh? I see no... Oh, there you... There, okay, there you are. Okay. Oh, no! Landscaping. That's why they need to have an undo button. Because of stuff like this. There's no way of fixing this. You can play with it and raise the land and try smoothing it out, but see there, that made a huge difference right there. See? Smoothing it out like that. There's a bit of a dip there. There you go. It's pretty much fixed now. But landscaping needs an undo button so that things like that don't happen. That's my biggest issue with landscaping right now. So you're cutting down some trees. But I do really have to go. I am out of time. I have to go. Because this load has to be delivered at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Because the company is only doing a half day. If I'm not there at 7 in the morning at my appointment time, I might not make the unload. Ross Bossman, how much I get paid? It varies. If I averaged it out. If I take all the time I spend working and waiting and basically on the clock, averaged right around $25 an hour. But I get paid by the mile. So, and it varies how many or where I'm driving. So, if I'm running in BC with a load, I am getting paid really well. So, if I'm running anywhere without a load, I get paid 52 cents a mile. And it is miles, not kilometers, even though it's in Canada, I still get paid by the mile. So running anywhere outside of British Columbia, running anywhere empty, I'm running 52 cents a mile. Running anywhere out of British Columbia or Washington or Alberta, you know, in the flatlands, I'm getting 52 cents loaded or unloaded. Running in Alberta and in Washington, I get paid 62 cents a mile. If I'm running in British Columbia loaded, I get 70 cents a mile. 70. 70 cents a mile. Maybe it's 67 cents when I run in Washington. So, yeah, I get very decent pay, but I'm also running Super Bs and on very, very steep mountains. That's why I get paid 70 cents when running in BC. Oh yeah, for Alberta, okay, yeah, for Alberta, Washington runs, I get 67 cents. Any loads that are BC only, I'm getting 70 cents a mile. And then, like I said, in the flatlands, 52 cents. And if all of a sudden I have to do like a special mission where it's hourly, where I do like a preload or something, they, they pay me $27 an hour, which is not very often, but yeah, as a rule, for the hours I work, you average it out, it's around $25 an hour. So I can't complain, especially when you put in as many hours as I do. Yeah, there. And then there's the other things I get paid for as well. So every time I have to tarp a load, I get 70 bucks. Just a flat rate, 70 bucks. Takes about an hour to tarp, half an hour to untarp, 70 bucks for an hour and a half of work. Yeah. Chaining up, every single time I throw chains over the tires and have to chain up all four, I get paid $20 for that. It takes about 20 minutes to chain up and another 10 minutes to take chains off. So 20 bucks for that. Yeah, I get paid well. But I am hitting save here and quitting because I need to get to work so I get paid. So save game. So thank you VRF for joining us all stream pretty much and for working on Ganantal. Let me finish your road. Let you finish your road. Okay, okay. Where are you, VRF? Near your farm. You gotta be near your farm. And thanks Ross Bossman for joining us a little bit at the end here. And Farmer Joe wants to be thanked too. No, I can't because I gotta get going. I often leave the game up after the stream, but that's not gonna work today. Where are you building a road? Right here? Oh, okay, I see what you did here. I guess you can't get further over here because it won't let you paint towards a road. That's cool, having a road like that to your farm. That's really cool. And it is very steep, but still, tractors have no problem doing that. Yeah, cool. I like it. I like it. Anyway, I do have to go. So I'll hit save one more time. Alright. Save game. Quit game. Thank you guys. Always a pleasure.